It's Madden NFL 23, where Mexico City will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Niners and the Cards on Sunday night primetime.
Ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship. And we are underway from Mexico City. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Garoppolo. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here we go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. They find some open field here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Touchdown 49ers! Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Greg Dortch returning. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other side right out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Murray trying again after the pick 6. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gould for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Dortch returning. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. He is off to an unfathomable start throwing the football, throwing the two passes, both been intercepted and returned for touchdowns. We'll see how he bounces back. It's 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Murray. His throw incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Murray now. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. They'll get this into the hands of ARI. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rolling to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gold with the extra point, and it is 28-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Murray going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So we've reached halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all,
pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Mexico City. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Murray now on first down.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray toward the sideline, and look at that. Back in the toes. First down, well done. To throw, it's Murray. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Murray, one final try. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it.